It is the 36th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act, and yet another business has been hit with an ADA demand letter for their website, saying that their website is inaccessible and discriminating against people with disabilities. They reached out to me for help. So I took a really quick look at their website with a couple different tools. First, I grabbed Axe. This is the same tool that powers Google Lighthouse. And what it said was 26 issues, 17 critical, 9 serious. This is not good. Then I went over to Wave. Wave said there are 0 errors. That's odd. Axe just said that there were 26. But sure, it also said there were 15 contrast issues and 274 things that they classified as an alert. That is a very concerning number. Next, I ran the lightning check on this. This is a Claude script that I have put together after testing hundreds of websites, and you can grab it yourself for free with the link in the description. What this did was it tested 10 of these criteria that I see in almost every single lawsuit. Color contrast. Are the links visually obvious? Clear link and anchor text. Heading structure. No autoplay or moving content. Guess what? This page had a ton of moving content. Skip link present and working. Visible focus state. Keyboard navigable main menu. I can't tell you how many times I have encountered a main menu that does not work with the keyboard. This is an auto fail and basically a guarantee that you're going to get a demand letter. Alt text, and finally an accessibility statement. Is the accessibility statement legally required? No. Has it been shown in studies to actually reduce the odds of a lawsuit? Yes. This has happened to this business. Fortunately, they reached out to me to get a plan together so that we can take action before this turns into a lawsuit and becomes a lot more expensive. This happens because about 10 years ago, the Department of Justice was going after large businesses for accessibility on the web. And then they were told to stop. What happens every time the Department of Justice stops enforcing something? Private lawyers come in and start raking in money on it. And that is exactly what happened here. The ADA only has enforcement through private lawsuits. Therefore, private lawyers are cashing in. This has happened, and it will continue to happen. In fact, it's accelerating again. We are on track for over 6,000 lawsuits in 2026. But that's not the scary number. For every lawsuit, there are 10 or more demand letters that go out. That means over 60,000 demand letters will be going out this year alone. Demand letters give you 30 days to act. And if you don't act in those 30 days, they can cost you significantly more when they turn into a lawsuit, because they almost always do. If you receive a demand letter, do not put it in the deal with later pile. Put it in the red alert high priority issue and reach out to someone who actually knows what they're doing. And if you're going to contact a lawyer, which you should, make sure that they specialize in ADA web accessibility. The vast majority of lawyers may have experience with the ADA in physical buildings and situations like that, but they don't know anything about the ADA on the web because it's really, really new. Like I said, 10 years ago, this basically did not exist. So any lawyer who's been practicing for 10 plus years, unless they have specifically gone to look for this, they are guaranteed to have not dealt with it in law school. You need someone who really knows what they're doing, and you also need to get this fixed. If you want to save yourself from encountering this situation, the first thing you can do, and it only takes about 15 minutes, is to grab the lightning check from the link in the description, make your copy of it, put it into Claude, run it on your own website, and see what it says. These results are private and just for you. If things go poorly, then you should definitely get some professional help. And I work with clients on this all the time, from Inc. 5000s to government organizations, and also small businesses. As a plus, accessible websites have also been shown to have 10 times more revenue over a 5-year period than their inaccessible alternatives. And whatever you do, do not purchase an overlay. This company did, and guess what? They're being sued anyway. In fact, websites that use overlays are sued 20 to 30 times more often than websites that don't. The reason is lawyers know that accessibility overlays do not fix the underlying problems. In fact, I have done audits on websites with an overlay, and the overlay has actually caused a number of issues that did not exist in the source code of the website, literally making it worse. Go get the lightning check. Run it on your own website. If things look scary, reach out and get some real support. Or play the roulette wheel of risk.